Good evening. It's October 7th, 2023, and to be honest, it's been a very crazy month. It's been at least 5 weeks since I've made a video. I'm not really sure how many weeks it's been, but I've been very tired and very exhausted, and I've had a lot of physical issues going on, so life goes on, and I know a lot of doctors that keep saying, "Oh, it's this," and it's that, and I've been at the ER once or twice in the last couple of weeks because of my allergies, and they don't know why I keep reacting to foods. They say I have an allergy, then they say I don't have an allergy. It's really been annoying, and so any of you that are going through medical problems, and it's a constant thing, doctors keep throwing things at you, and you just feel like, it's one excuse after the next. I totally understand. It's so frustrating, and it will get you down. And I've been frustrated. My boss came to me and said I've been exhausted lately, and she's right. I've been very exhausted, and I told her, I said, I can't lie. I've been very, very tired. I've thought about taking leave for a little while just so I can get myself to regroup, but I can't afford it. And people have mentioned maybe you should try for disability. I've tried for disability 3 times. I've tried Social Security. I'm not getting anything, so I'm still working. And I'm still a second grade teacher, and I go to work as hard as I can every day, and I try to make do with what I have, and it's just been one thing after the next. It's been very frustrating. But I was talking to my boss the other day, and I was so frustrated, and I said, what bugs me the most is the fact that I had surgery in 2021, June 2021, and I'm still having problems. I'm still having trouble with my eyes, as you can see. I'm still having trouble with my inner ear. I'm still having trouble with pain along my face and my neck. A lot of the issues that I was having then, I'm still having today. And sometimes they're getting better, sometimes they're not. And she mentioned to me, she's like, but you're so much better than when I saw you last. And this was 2 years ago. And I said, well, yes, I'm definitely gotten better, but I feel like I shouldn't keep dealing with all this stuff. And I don't know, it's one frustration after the next, which I'm sure many of you have figured out as well. But I just wanted to come on tonight and just say that you are awesome, and you are amazing, and you are unique. And no matter what we go through in our lives, God is still awesome. God is still amazing. God is still unique, and He has destined you to be here during this time of your life, of our lives, of 2023, 2024, whatever. A verse that keeps coming back to me is Jeremiah 29:11, where it says that I know the plans that I have for you, saith the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a future and a hope. And as I was looking it up in the concordances, I was looking at the Hebrew version of it. And I know Greek. I don't know a whole lot of Hebrew. And so looking into the concordance, I'm happy that I have a Strong's Bible on my computer, because then I can, or a Strong's book on my computer, so I can look up these words and figure out what they mean and so on and so forth. But I encourage you to do that if you are able to get a Strong concordance or an interlinear Bible. They're really cool, and I really love to learn about the Bible, and it throws you all over the Bible, and it's really cool if you like to do that. So one of the things that I noticed was that, these plans that God has for us, this book, let's start back with Jeremiah 29. It was written thousands of years ago. So the plans that He has for you, and I'm not even going to begin to say that word. It's in Hebrew, and I'm not going want to say it. But I will tell you that what it means is it's intentional. It's an intentional plan. So one of the other words it says is texture. So let's think about a sweater. The sweater was intentionally to make you warm. My class is talking about adobe houses, and they built the adobe houses intentionally so that they would stay cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And that's what the word plan means in the Hebrew for this particular verse. And I think that's awesome, because that just goes to show you that God destined your life as in a plan. He has a plan for you. And he knew thousands of years ago that you were going to live now, and that you were going to be a part of his perfect plan. And as hard as many people want to say, God's plan is always perfect. I don't care what you think about God, but I will tell you that God is perfect, and God's plan is always perfect. It might seem strange. That's fine. I find it strange often, but the fact that it's perfect is awesome. But he goes on and he talks about this plan and how it's there to prosper you. It's there to make you safe, well, happy, friendly. It's for your welfare, your health, prosperity, and your peace. It does not say to prosper you as to make you rich and have all the cars in the world and the biggest house and and be the smartest man on earth. There's nothing about that. But to make you safe and have peace. Having peace is wonderful in this time and age. And I just got to grasp onto that peace sometimes. And sometimes it's harder than others, when you're feeling horrible or exhausted, and you're tired of going from one doctor to the next, and it can be very overwhelming. And peace is something that I definitely need, and I'm sure many of you need. And then another thing is, this is not to harm you. It's to give you a future and a hope. Well, the future for Christians is not to go to sleep and never wake up. The future for Christians is to go to sleep and then wake up in heaven, It might not be our physical bodies that go to heaven, but it'll be our spiritual bodies. We never actually die. We just go to sleep. And Jesus said it several times in the New Testament as he was walking with his disciples, and the disciples didn't understand, well, why would we go to sleep? He was talking about Lazarus, and he said, Lazarus is just asleep. And he was like, no, he's been dead for however many days. And Jesus turned around and said, no, he's just asleep. Watch. And what they didn't understand was, as Christians, we might go to sleep when our physical bodies die, but our spirits are going to end up going to heaven, and we're going to live there for eternity with him. And this verse from Jeremiah from thousands of years ago says that, and you have to really read into it to understand it. Like I said, before getting an interlinear or a Strong's Concordance or anything like that, learning Hebrew, learning Greek, finding about the different languages of the Bible, it's really awesome, because I don't read into it to get what I want out of it. I know so many people that do, but I read into it because I want to know exactly what he wants me to know. And so this verse in the Hebrew text, I think it's awesome that it says right here, he positioned you to be here at this time. He has plans for you because he knows how awesome you are, how amazing you are, and how unique you are. And he knows that you're going to need peace. I know people that I have met from the past that are going through horrible things right now. I pray for them, and I thank God that they know who Jesus is, that the peace that they have and the hope that they have is in Christ. And even though they're going through so much right now, they know that their lives are meant to be. And I just want all of you to know that nothing is difficult, Everything is difficult. Nothing is too difficult for Christ. That's what I'm trying to say. Me being exhausted all the time, being sick, having trouble with my allergies, it could be just a simple thyroid issue. I don't know, but God is awesome all the time. So, as frustrating as it is that I'm going through all of this right now, I know that I'm going to wake up knowing that Jesus is awesome. So, that's the main point that I have for today. I had a bunch of things to say, but I'm just too tired to say it. So I just hope you all have a blessed week, and I don't know when I'll come back up next. My computer is not working right now, so I can't get into my blog, and my phone is 5 years old, and it keeps telling me that it's restored. So I'm on my work computer, and I'm not really sure how I got into the Bible Hub to pull up verses tonight, because all day long it keeps telling me that the public school does not allow this, and the public school does not allow that. So I'm actually up here. I'm going to assume that was God allowing me to get in here. But anyway, just hold on to that verse. Hold on to Jeremiah 29:11. Where it says, I have a plan for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future. And even the hope in the Hebrew text says that it's an expectancy. It's something that, it's a cord, it's an expectancy. So if you know anything about a cord could go on forever. It's kind of like a circle, It just keeps on going and going and going and going until you get really dizzy looking at it. But it just goes on forever and ever. And I find it awesome that God has destined us to be here, this very moment, this very time. No matter how tired we are, or how sick we feel, or how frustrated we get at doctors. Doctors don't know a whole lot of anything. They know what God allows them to know. And sometimes it's annoying that they don't know what's wrong with you. They can think about it. They can make excuses. But they don't know everything, because only God knows everything. So just hold on to that fact, and I'll be praying for all of you, and enjoy your week, the month of October, and be blessed.